There we are. Hi. Haha! Hit all the wrong buttons and see what happens. Anywho, hi everybody. Welcome to another episode of Timberborn. We are still working on the colony, but water is coming in. Woohoo! And we still don't have wood, and we are running low on the water when this happens. But the bots will now be operating the pumps, which means that we shouldn't have any problem with keeping our reserve full. However, we are working on expanding our power. Let's lower this so that we get the windmills out of the way. Ahaha! They went as far as they could go. That's what the problem is. Boom. 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 Alright, now they can reach all the places. We don't have any wood, but at least they can reach them. But that is, we are producing a vast quantity of power. We're just kind of stuck. There we go. Finally go ahead and finally turned on the water. This is a 80. This is 80.5 or 0.85. Good. 0.8. Good. So there is one thing that I can do, and it would mean taking out these carrots. I mean, do I need all the carrots? No. Should I have all the carrots? Probably not. Crops, carrots. We're just gonna put those carrots there for when they get taken out. Biofuel carrots, biofuel. We don't need biofuel carrots. We can do biofuel spaddock. No reason to go and put an extra burden on the carrots. However, how far do we want to make this go out? Leave 2 rows of carrots? That sounds good. Let's empty out that. And then let us demolish these. Whether they get demolished or not shouldn't make a difference. But we can do... There we are. Triple dynamite. Triple dynamite. Let's go. Detonate. Detonate. And it looks like a 2 and a 3. So 3, 2, let's go. Easy peasy. They'll build those relatively fast because they can. Blow that up. We're going to destroy that. And we'll take a threefer. There we are. Clean up area. Are we talking 2 or 3? As a threefer. Awesome. So we'll go 3 and 3. Let's go. Detonate. Detonate. And then we'll go 3 for right there. Detonate. Detonate. Awesome. And then we'll go a 1 for right there. We'll destroy this. Detonate. Come on. And that's either 2 or 3. 2? 3. Haha. 3. Awesome. And then we'll set that for 3. 1 for right there. They'll get to that eventually. Are these bots? We're going to switch those back over to regular beavers. Not that I don't trust the bots to do it. It's just one of those things where we don't have quite the number of bots that we're looking for at the moment. Bad tide. Ooh. We get to keep power running the entire time. That's a bonus. Are we out of extract? No, we're not out of extract. Huh. I wonder why the bots didn't build this. That's weird. Boom. Let's go. 3 for. And let us clone and put you here and here. And you are at 165. We'll have you at 165. Awesome. And you're just straight up 1. Good. By the time they actually get to these, we will have already started the bad tide, and that's what I'm planning. We are having a wood issue. I wonder, should we just go and say to heck with it? And go, let's build a spiral staircase. Alright. We're going to take this out. Right here. We're going to solve problems. Blow that up. Priorities, let's go. Silly, silly people. Oh my goodness, did I literally stop them? Alright, whatever. Single, double, triple. Can we put another triple right there? No, we can't. But we can build one of those. Awesome. So... that would cut things off, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Philly. So in order to have access, we need to go and take these out too. That is silly. Alright. Whatever. Dynamite, go boom. And singles. There we are. Dynamite, go boom. Come on. Prioritize. Let's go. We have at least 8 builders that can go and work on that. Let's go. Alright, you there. Good. Flip. You there. Rotate, rotate, rotate. You there. Stair. Stair. Fancy stair. Why not? And path. Good. And they can wander right underneath. Not have problem. Path. Awesome. And then build earth excavator. Is there a spot that is nice? I mean, so if I put that there, we have to remove these trees. That's fine. I have no problem removing these trees. I do have a problem with them being prioritized. Let's go. Build dirt maker. Awesome. And now we go and build rotation U, and then platforms, and then the silliest thing in the world, power. Gonna turn that there. Not there, dear Lord. Here's another silly thing right there. And this is going to be like that. Then we're going to go back to power. Build up, up. You to there. You to there. To there, to there. And then we're going to utilize this extra space for storage. Which means that we don't want this one, we want this one. Ha ha ha. And then we have this, we have this, we have storage, maximum storage. And that's going to be dirt, and everyone's going to be happy, and we're going to put this on the lowest priority whatsoever so that it gets built last. Why is bad water coming through my system? Oh my goodness. Well, shoot. This is a no-no. Do not put impermeable floors on the thing. How do we go and solve this problem? We really don't. We make the problem worse. T. my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Well-being. We're gonna need it now. Herbalist. You can be right there on the top. Thank you. Storage. Medium tank. Good. You can be... medicine. Where is it? Antidote. Congratulations. This becomes the highest priority. Alright. Let's go back up to high-powered speed. I can't believe impermeable floors did that. Messed up all my plans. Well, this is going to be an interesting problem. 2 beavers are unwell. Blocked by bad water. Okay. Building lacks goods. Yep. Okay. That's fine. We are trying to dump our water as fast as we can. We are going to have an entire thing that is essentially a drought in the entire system. That is terrible. Pooey. Forester. Copy. You're gonna have to be right there to go and fix that problem. Here. Please stop. I don't need you guys actually finishing that. It's nice to know that you can finish it, but that's not what we need right now. We need everything else in the flippin' world. What we really need is just to go and dump our bad water. I mean, at least we don't have power. So this isn't contaminated. That's weird. But looks contaminated. Okay, so it looks contaminated, but it isn't contaminated. I lean back there. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sitting there trying to figure this out. Alright. What do we actually need to go and see that? There's a sensor of sorts. Automation? Is it in there? Depth sensor. But not a depth sensor. Did they take that out and they replace it with the automation ones? Probably. Is it in well-being? Decoration. Stream gauge. That's what we want. Boom. Alright, trees and bushes. You, 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 you. I really should just left them as planted crops, but they look better the other way. Alright, chestnut. You. You, and you. Great. Alright. We drained it so fast we didn't even do the thing. Okay. This is technically watering some. I mean, it's not great, but it is something. We are going to do this. It is a waste of water. We have 13 days. 50 beavers, 100. So we can make 50 days. That's fine. Great. Give you something to actually do. How are we doing on wood? We are not. How are we doing on crops? Surprisingly well. All things considered. That is the confusing part. Okay. That impermeable floor is literally a whole new thing. That is so dumb. I just did the impermeable floors because it looks nicer. So stupid. I like the... So, these are what they look like. With the impermeable floors, they look like these. These look kind of like tile-y. They also kind of give an industrial feel. It's a different look. It was just to go and look nicer. Ugh. That is... It was for aesthetics. Alright. Just take a breather. That's fine. We have 2 contaminated beavers, but we already had all the supplies we needed for this. Were we not actually storing dandelions? They were just there. We're gonna let it flood. Eventually get down in here and that'll actually stay for a second. We won't just be worried about evaporation. But we'll give my forester something to actually do. To boot. I'm thinking really hard, you guys. It is a challenge. My spoiled little tiger brain is working as hard as it can. Are you not going to spill over? Are you serious? Thank you. That's all I wanted. You can pause now. There we go. So, fell down into the important part. Great, it's going to water these, which means that our forester can go in, or can do the important part. Good, good. We're still low on wood. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I messed up so freaking bad for aesthetic reasons. It wasn't broke. I shouldn't have tried to fix it. It was just supposed to be something fun. Wasn't supposed to do anything. It was just supposed to be fun. I broke my automation and poisoned my flippin' beavers. So dumb. Nine more days to go and get this figured out. Discharge again, why not? These aren't planted, let's go. I have a forester that is not working nearly hard enough. We're going to make it a robot forester just for a second. Because he'll work during the off times. Oh, because he chops down the tree first and then he replants it. That makes sense. That makes a whole lot more sense. This is just screwed. There's nothing I can do about that. You are toxic. You are water. How are we on maple syrup? Do we have a place that's actually storing maple syrup? No, we weren't even storing the maple syrup. We were using it as we were pulling it out of the tree. Oh my goodness. That is so dumb. I am a dumb. I forgot to store the maple syrup. Gears. I mean, at least I have the food. Even though we don't have water running this season. This cycle. Not season, cycle. I at least have the food. And our digger here is digging. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to unpause that. We're going to let them build it. Alright, and then we're going to do silliness. Alright, so we do this. Let's go. No. We missed a spot. Oh, we didn't. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. We are gone just a little too high. Because this is going to be our overflowy thing. We don't need to go nearly as high. So we're going to go here. There. And then, what we're going to do is we're going to do levees. Good, good. Levees. Good, good. And a dam. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go you right there. Rotate, rotate, stair, stair. Alright. That way our overflow here will have its own wood cap. And it'll flow, and yep, fill up my little trough here. And we'll have just a little bit more water to go and save for the bad tides or the droughts or all the other things. And hopefully not have another incident. But should be free of all that other stuff. Dirt. Robots. We don't need injured beavers. And they have the, gosh, what's it called? Zipline system to go and easily transport themselves all over the place. So we shouldn't need to worry too much about stuff. I will click here. And we will pause that one. The reason being is if they aren't finished with making it, I don't want it overflowing into the crops. So if I at least have one square open, as long as they have built two up on either side, it should be okay. Not great, not optimal, but okay. Oh my goodness. This has been so freak out. Alright. Let's go. Let's make sure that this area is watered. We'll flood it to do so, but we'll water it. Alright. There we go. Died from contamination. Okay, so great. Everything should be covered. Storage. We are going to store one thing right here. Because apparently we weren't storing dandelions. Oh my goodness. What else are we not storing? We are not really storing pine resin. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? We haven't been storing pine resin this entire time. storage. Pine resin. We've just been using it up as we've been pulling it. We haven't been storing. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I made such a rookie mistake. How am I doing on sparkly planks? Okay, so I mean at least we should have time to recover before we have to do it. That's fine. That is a-okay. How long until you guys go and die? 8 days. How long until the bad tide's done? 3.5 days. Great. Fantastic. We're going to switch you from a bot to a regular beaver. I don't care how long it takes anymore. We saved as many of the chestnut trees as we could. We saved the one berry bush that we could. Oh my goodness. Let's mark you for planting. Keep you being a berry bush even if something bad happens again. Let's do something else. Good. We're going to make you into one of these. I know it seems silly, but they're going to finish this side before anything, and this will allow them to continue on. This one is paused. All right. All right. Think hard, think hard, think hard, think hard. Dirt builder is still digging dirt more than enough than we can actually produce or use because they're building things one at a time. They should build these two relatively quick because they should be able to hit both of these at the same time. No. Actually, yes. We're going to do that. We're going to cheat. We're definitely going to cheat. Build a bridge. Let's go. That one. There we are. Build, bridge, suspension. There. Build, bridge, suspension. There. And just to go and make sure that we don't have oopsies, I'm going to delete those three. And you're going to be higher priority, and you're going to be higher priority. Let's try and speed up. If they have access to more of the dirt wall, they can lay down dirt more efficiently. I knew this from the get-go, I just didn't want to deal with it. I thought maybe I'd have enough time. Still are having a wood problem. Well, I mean, we had an entire season with no water. Derp-de-derp-de-der. Oh my goodness. Logs. Logs are the issue. Okay. Well, we are going to just go and turn this on. Just because. I got nothing better to do. Why not? Let's flood things and make things green for no reason. Flood, get down into the hole. Good, good. Alright, we'll pause it. No more flooding up here. We'll get everything green, ready for the end of the day. Oh my goodness. Mistakes were made, and they cost dearly. Bum, bum, bum. All right. That's the end of cycle 31. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Please be sure to go and like, comment, subscribe. Life is going to come back into our colony, and hopefully we won't have another incident ever again. But that's a question for next time. Bye-bye.